Who are you? At first glance, the answer seems obvious. You have a name, a body, memories, a profession, relationships, and a life story. Surely, somewhere inside all of that is the real you. But what if someone asked you to point to it? Could you? More than 2,000 years ago, a Greek king asked exactly this question to a Buddhist monk. Their conversation became one of the most celebrated philosophical dialogues in Buddhist literature, the Milinda Pañha, or the Questions of King Milinda. Unlike many religious texts, the Milinda Pañha is not a sermon, it is a dialogue. King Milinda challenges Buddhist teachings with sharp logic, while the monk Nagasanas responds with equally profound wisdom. Their exchange continues to inspire philosophers, scholars, and practitioners to this day. Today we begin with the very first question. King Milinda was renowned for his intelligence and love of debate. He did not accept ideas simply because they were ancient or sacred. He wanted reasons. One day he visited the venerable monk Nagasena. After exchanging greetings, the king asked, "What is your name?" Nagasena replied, "People know me as Nagasena, but that is only a conventional designation. No permanent individual can be found." The king was astonished. "If there is no person called Nagasena," he asked, "then who receives robes and food? Who practices the holy life? Who performs good deeds or evil deeds? If someone killed you, would there be no murderer? Surely someone must exist." It seemed the monk had contradicted common sense. Then the king continued. "Is Nagasena your hair? No. Is it your skin? No. Your body? No. Your feelings? No. Your perceptions? No. Your thoughts? No. Your consciousness? No. Then is Nagasena all of these together? No. Is Nagasena something separate from all these? No." The king smiled. "Then I cannot find Nagasena anywhere. It seems Nagasena is merely an empty sound." It appeared the king had won the debate, but Nagasena was just beginning. Nagasena asked the king a simple question. "Your Majesty, how did you come here today?" "In a chariot." Nagasena nodded. "What is the chariot? Is it the wheels? No. The axle? No. The yoke? No. The reins? No. The frame? No. Is it all those parts together?" The king paused. "Not exactly." "Then is there a chariot separate from those parts?" "No." Nagasena smiled. "Then, Your Majesty, according to your own reasoning, there is no chariot." The king immediately objected. "No, that is not correct. We call it a chariot because all of those parts are assembled in a certain way," Nagasena replied. "Exactly. In the same way, what we call Nagasena is simply the conventional name given to the 5 aggregates: body, feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. Just as there is no independent chariot apart from its parts, there is no permanent self apart from these changing processes." The king understood immediately. He exclaimed, "Wonderful, Nagasena! If the blessed Buddha himself were here, he would approve of your answer." At first, this teaching can sound unsettling. Does Buddhism say that we do not exist? Not at all. The Buddha never denied that people exist in everyday life. You and I exist conventionally. We have names, we make decisions, we experience joy and sorrow. We are responsible for our actions. What Buddhism questions is the belief that somewhere inside us there is an eternal, unchanging self that exists independently of everything else. When we look carefully, everything that we call me is changing. Our body changes, our thoughts change, our emotions change, even our personality changes over time. Nothing remains exactly the same. Just as a chariot depends upon its parts, what we call a person depends upon countless physical and mental conditions working together. The name points to a collection. It does not point to an independent essence. Think about your smartphone. What is your phone? Is it the battery, the screen, the processor, the camera, the operating system? None of those individually is your phone. Yet when they function together, we naturally call the whole thing a phone. If every part were removed, where would the phone be? In exactly the same way, we use the word person. It is a useful designation, but when we search for an independent permanent self, we cannot find one. This teaching is not merely an intellectual puzzle. It changes how we live. Much of our suffering comes from protecting an image of ourselves. Someone criticizes us. Our pride is hurt. Someone insults us. We become angry. Someone disagrees with us. We feel threatened. But what exactly are we defending? The Buddha invites us to investigate. If the self is not fixed but constantly changing, then perhaps we do not need to cling so tightly to it. The less we cling to me, and mine, the more space there is for humility, compassion, forgiveness, and peace. The first conversation between King Milinda and Nagasena is not really about a monk's name. It is about one of the deepest questions any human being can ask. Who am I? Nagasena does not ask us to deny our existence. He invites us to see that what we call a person is a dynamic process rather than a permanent entity. Like the chariot, we exist through causes and conditions. Understanding this is not the loss of our humanity. It is the beginning of freedom. In our next episode, King Milinda asks another intriguing question. Nagasena says he has 7 reigns as a monk, but then the king asks, "Are you 7 years? Or are the 7 years yours?" Once again, what seems like a simple question opens the door to a profound Buddhist teaching about conventional truth and ultimate reality. Until then, may you be well, may you be peaceful, and may the wisdom of the Dhamma guide your path. For more Buddhist teachings, Dhammapada stories, and inspiring content, like, follow, and subscribe to Elevate, a Buddhist journal.